Hello and welcome to eBible Fellowship's video tutorial on how to find eBible Fellowship's web TV on the Roku Ultra. Now there's several other products that Roku offers, which is start as low as $25 and goes up to a lot more depending on which product you get. The more expensive products are the Roku TVs that have this already built in. But for now, we're going to use this particular product called the Roku Ultra, and we're going to unbox it. I'm going to show you how to set it up and also how to find eBible Fellowship's video stream channel. So let's proceed. Okay, well, first things first, we need to unbox the product. So here we go. As you can see, you have a lid here, and on the bottom, to secure the lid, they put this sticker here, which is kind of transparent. So you need to cut it here and there. And as soon as you do that, you have access to the inside. Now, this is the computer, basically, of everything that Roku does. On the very back, we have several ports. Here you have the USB port, the HDMI port, which goes to your TV, the Ethernet port if you're not going to be using Wi-Fi, and your DC in, which is basically your plug from the wall. And there you go. Now moving on, once we take out the main console out, you have this cardboard kind of thing here. Take that out. And here we go with instructions. So first off, you have a brochure about audio. Next, you have your quick guide, which is your instructions. Let's get you streaming. Here you have your remote, which is going to be very useful. You can see there. And last but not least, all your cable connections. So here's your headphones, like that. And this is going to be our USB. HDMI cable. And last but not least, to power your unit. And another product for your headphones. And that's it. Okay, so let's get started with the second portion of the tutorial. You're going to need the rear portion access of your TV like I have here, especially where your HDMI port is. Okay. Secondly, you're going to need your Roku product. It may be the Ultra like this or similar. And first step that we need to do is connect the HDMI cable to your Roku product, and as we can see where I'm pointing, right to your HDMI port on your TV. Now this has one, make it simple, but your other TVs may have more than one. Just remember which one you used. Okay, so this is your HDMI cable. And just take off the cap like this. And you plug it where it says HDMI. And you make that connection right there. There you go. And that's secured. Nice, ready to go. Then you take the other end of the cable and take that cap off. And we'll connect to the back of your TV like this. Perfect. And you can always set up the cables however you like. But for this purpose, I'm just trying to show you how that goes. And now, the next one is to plug in the power supply. So let's get that going. And I'll take this off. Again, this goes to the wall plug. And the other end goes to your power port, which would be here at the very end, the DC port. There you go. So now we have the HDMI port and the power port plugged in. So we're making progress. And the next one is going to be for us to turn on the TV and find the proper input so that you can access your Roku. Okay, well, moving on with the setup, first thing we have to do is get the TV remote, which is this one. This is the Roku remote, and turn on your TV, of course. So here we go. As that's warming up, it's going to tell you what input that Roku device is on, right? So remember which port it was that you connected it to. Mine only has one, so I'm going to go to my one and only HDMI port, and it's going to be this one right here, TV input. Might be something similar. TV, HDMI, and select that. All right. Now here we go. Now on the screen, you're going to see it says pair your remote. And it's going to show you at the bottom of the remote, you're going to see that little indicator there. It says 5 seconds and it should pair. So let's go ahead and do that. So again, here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and press it for 5 seconds, I think it is. And it's going to pair the remote like that. And it's pairing. And there we go. We're pretty good, huh? All right. Now, the next thing you're going to need to do is obviously choose your language. So, English. Press OK. Now we put down our TV remote, and now we're on our Roku remote. English. Awesome. So this is where you can select whether you have a wireless or a wired option. Now, for our purposes, I'm going to go ahead and go wireless. Most people may have this option, or they may have a wired possibility too. So let me go ahead and go to the wireless. You're going to need to know your password. Set up a new wireless connection. It's going to look for your router. So definitely know your router or your and we got it there. So this is where you put in your password, and so make sure you enter that in, and we'll go forward from there. Moving on, as soon as you have your password, now you can press connect or go to connect, right? That one right there. And it's going to be checking for your wireless connection. So hopefully we get a good wireless connection here. There we go. Looking good so far. And okay, and it's going to ask you if you want to do an update. We'll go ahead and say yes. Let it update. It may take a little bit of time, but we'll go from there. And it looks like it's restarted after it had updated. So we're just waiting for it to restart for us. Okay, here we go. That's how it warms up, looks like. Okay. All right, now it says auto detect display type. Press OK and Roku analyze your HDMI connection. So we'll go ahead and press OK. And we can just go ahead and use automatic. And it's going to look at the display type. Screen looks good. So we'll just go ahead and say the screen looks good. Your Roku remote can control the power of your volume of your TV. So let's see, check remote settings. Yes, I have an LG TV. Is music playing? Yes, I hear it. Do you still hear the music? No. Okay, good. Okay, so now this is where you also have to look into signing in and creating your own account. So once you already have a Roku account, you can enter your email you use when you set up your account. So Roku never charges for activation support. So just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and create that and then we'll go forward from here. Okay, well, moving on, I was able to set up my account. It's going to ask you various questions. It's also going to ask for a credit card. And then once you turn all the information in, you're all done. So let's go ahead and go forward. Okay, so Roku's going to go ahead and give you a tutorial of their own, but from here, I really want to focus on the eBible Fellowship Web TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go for search. We're going to go to streaming store. And let me go ahead and go to the search function. Let's go ahead and look for eBible Fellowship. And there we are. So once you find that, go ahead and press OK. And as you can see, it's loading. We're going to go ahead and proceed with adding the channel. And then you have to enter in your own PIN. That's also another feature that you can have on this. So I'm going to go ahead and add my PIN, add the channel. Now you don't need to have a PIN number if you don't want to, but you can add it. And the channel is added. So we have a confirmation there. And we're going to go ahead and go to channel. And there we go. We have access to eBible Fellowship Web TV. And one last item. So your remote has a couple features that I thought would be kind of cool to know about. One is that this USB connects to the back of your unit, which is this right here. So you would connect one end to the USB and the other end to your remote, and that is to charge it. So that's really important. So once your battery kind of dies, you want to charge it. Okay. And then another thing too is that if you're in a place where somebody wants to have a little bit of peace and quiet, you're always okay to go ahead and put your headphones to the remote, and that way you can listen in your own personal environment without having much noise of disturbing anyone else. So anyways, just thought I'd tell you that, and I hope that this will be a huge blessing to you. May the Lord's will be done.